Hello guys, how's it going? It's the final render here! Coming at you with another live stream. How are you people? Have you had a happy and fun Easter? I certainly hope so. It is currently the 2nd of April, so we managed to kind of miss that kind of whole April Fool's thing, saying like, I'm going to delete my channel, herp, that everybody's been doing on April 1st. Hilarious joke, I'm sure. So, how are we all? Are we all okay? Now, I'm going to be honest people, this stream is actually going to be very difficult for me, because I've only got one monitor right now, so it's going to be really hard for me to basically monitor the chat and monitor everything that's going on. I'm really going to try my best. I've got my tablet open over here, which does have the chat, but it's a little bit more delayed than normal, you know what I mean? So it could be a little bit difficult to try to keep tabs of everything that's going on. But I'm going to try my best. Let's see what we got. Chrissy Reed is here. Hello there, Chrissy, who says, "Hey Render, how are you? I've been really ill today." Oh no, Chrissy, that's rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish when people are ill. Everyone make sure that Chrissy Reed at least feels good emotionally when we're going ahead and doing this live stream. Hopefully so. Creeper Limo is here saying, "Hi Render." Hello there, Creeper. How you doing, you young little scamp? We've got Cybear Red Panda says, "I finally learned how to use the creation kit thanks to you." Awesome, buddy. Make something good. Do everyone proud and make something good. A lot of people try to learn this, but then they get a little bit bogged down and stuff like that with the details. So hopefully you're starting to enjoy it, and hopefully you're starting to make some good stuff. That's absolutely awesome. Evan Jones is here, wishing Chrissy Reed to get better. Laura Elstrad is here, who says, "Regular renderlings here. Hello all." Hello there, Laura. Nice to see you, and hello to all the regular renderlings, of course, and the fantastic renderlings community. And we are basically going to be doing our very last building episode of our Diamond City mod. I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna make this for last building episode. And the reason I'm doing that is because, as you guys know, I am working away next weekend. I'm working away next weekend, so we'll have a stream on Wednesday, but then we won't have another stream until, well, maybe Tuesday, maybe in a week's time or so. So what I really want to do, I want to be able to call this one the last episode of building, so I can spend the next few days editing like a video of part 1 of building. And then we can go ahead and also upload another video, which I've already got done, which means there should be regular content until we start the next part of a streaming session, which will be adding all the decorations to this place, you know, adding all the lighting, adding signs, maybe NPCs and stuff like that, which is also going to be a big part. But this is obviously part 24 of making all the main buildings, so it's been pretty extreme. What else have we got? We've got Craiger's Carrot there, who is going ahead and saying, "Share spike, share spike, share spike." You know what? That's a fantastic idea. Let's go ahead and get a share spike going. Did that work? Yes, indeed it did. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be a nightmare for me to go ahead and check certain notifications and stuff like that, because I've only got one monitor right now. So, huge problem for me, but I'll find a way around it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the share spike going then. I'm going to be doing it myself. If we go ahead and go onto the Twitter right here, I'm going to go ahead and take part in the share spike myself. So let's say, go ahead and delete this title here. We are now building live. Everyone is mocking Render for only having one monitor. Okay, and I know you guys aren't mocking me. I know you're not. But that might make people come and enjoy and watch a stream, you know what I'm saying? For only having one monitor. And tweet. That's my part of the share spike done. You guys got to go ahead and do the same now. Let's go ahead and see if we can get as many people involved in the share spike as possible, so we can get all the people watching and join in the Renderlings community. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alrighty. So, let's get ready to go then. Let's get ready to go. So, in terms of actually building stuff, there isn't really much we need to build, if you think about it. Like, the only thing we really need to do is finish off this kind of water treatment area that we started kind of with, like, in the last 20 minutes of the last stream. And then we can pretty much just start fixing stuff. So, you know, it's going to be a bit of an annoying stream. But then again, it's stuff that's got to be done. And it's good to go ahead and get it done now. That way we don't have to do it later, you know, just before we release the mod. You know what I'm saying? Alright, what else are people saying then? Let's go ahead and see. Larry Dole says, "Bye, I got to go. See you around, Larry. Hope you're back later." What else have we got? Bobby Bear 007 says, "I'm getting a kitten." Oh, a little kitten. What are you going to call it? Call it Final. That's a great name for a kitten. Fantastic name for a kitten, that is. Go ahead and do that. I want to see Little Kitten Final shared on Twitter all the time. That's exactly what we need to do. And as you guys know, we have the Twitter open. So that if you want to send in your selfies of yourself in watching the live stream and enjoying yourself, go ahead and send it to final_render. That is final_render on Twitter. You can send in your selfies and your messages of you guys enjoying the live stream. So you can go ahead and do that whenever you're ready. As I said, it's going to be pretty difficult for me to do it without... It's going to be pretty difficult for me to go ahead and do this without having two monitors, but I'm going to go ahead and do my best. I can kind of vet them here, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's get ready to go then. Let's get ready to go. Go ahead and go back to the chat there. As I said, this is going to get very irritating very quickly. Okay, so BobbyBear007 says, games, low res. There's no low res stuff here. This is all 720. It should be, anyway. Okay, so let's go then. What I had in mind, if I go ahead and start recording, is I want to go ahead and maybe rotate these. I want to rotate these little towers so that we can go ahead and get maybe just a little bit less water splashing on the railings and stuff. I do like the idea. It's kind of a fun idea to have the water splashing on the railing, but you know what, realistically, can we get away with not doing that? You know, we might even be able to combine the streams into one as well if that's the case. Don't cross for streams. Okay. Go ahead and rotate that one on the 45 degrees as well. That's looking pretty darn good. So if you guys remember, we found these waterfall effects. They might be quite hard to see. But these right here, these waterfall effects, if I go ahead and turn the effects on, now you can see it running there. So we need to go ahead and line up these waterfalls and the splashes at the bottom together. We need to line them up with these outlet pipes here. So let's go ahead and do that. Do I need to shrink them down? I can't really shrink them down now. Think about it, because that'll degrade the image of it, won't it? Okay. Let's go ahead and do this here then. Go ahead and rotate that one there. It can be really tricky lining things like this up, because technically it's like a 2D plane, except it's hard to explain. It's like a very small particle emitter on a 2D plane, but when you look at it, it appears to be 3D. It's quite hard to explain, but it is what it is. Alright, so we've got one right there. That's good. And we also need to go ahead and rotate this one to a 45-degree angle. I always have my snapping set to 45-degree angle. You can go ahead and change that in the options if you want to yourself. But I think 45 degrees of angle is probably the easiest kind of measurement to work with. Okay, so we got our waterfalls right there. Looking pretty good. So now if we go all the way down to the bottom here, we also have our splashes. Our splashes down here. Because seeing as these waterfalls, it's not actually technically water. It's not actually making any water appear. It's just almost like playing back a video of some water almost. Does that make sense? What we need to do is line up these splashes beneath the waterfall kind of landing zone. Is that what you'd call it? I suppose so. So let's go ahead and do this now. It won't take too long to go ahead and do this. Alright, so... But as I said, there isn't going to be much, shall we say, new construction in this stream. It's just going to be fixing stuff. But we'll be glad we did it. Because obviously tomorrow, once I've finished this stream, I'll be able to start editing part 1 of this entire project, you know, as the actual video. I can have part 1, which is all the building of the buildings. Part 2 will be all the decorating and NPCs and stuff. And then part 3 will be the interior cells. So a huge project, you know, 24 streams to get to this stage. This is stream 24. So it's going to be pretty insane to see how many streams we're going to be done by the time we're completely finished. What else have we got then? We've got Evan Jones here saying, Chrissy, did you see Roman get trashed by Lesnar yesterday? Oh, I assume you guys are talking about football or something like that, some kind of sport. I don't know. We've also got Creeper Limo here saying, my cat is watching the stream. That's awesome, Creeper. Good to know that we have friends of all species here, no matter how many legs you got. You know, if you've got 8 legs, say if you're a tarantula or an octopi, glad to know you're watching the live streams. Great to know, great to know. Cats obviously have 4 legs and like 6 nipples. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be a beautiful world? And we have also got Bear Red Panda says that they got 4 cats. Oreo, Panther, Brothers and American Shorthairs, TT, a Siamese Egyptian Mao mix, and Old Daggers, a Black Tuxedo Marine Coon mix. Are you allowed to say coon on the internet? I don't know. Thank you very much for going ahead and sending us some information on your cats. I haven't had a cat in years. We used to have cats, but not anymore, not anymore. Alright. So now that's done there. Gone ahead and lined those up a bit better. We need to go ahead and kind of attach these vats together, don't we? We need to attach these vats together so we can go ahead and make it kind of look like almost a unique system. It's lagging like crazy, people. Having only one monitor Makes things much easier because I kind of distribute the load over different screens. But because it's lagging a little bit, it means it's really getting on my nerves. And I've got a feeling that just having one monitor is somehow affecting that. Technically, it shouldn't. Technically, having one monitor should make it run better. Because the computer is outputting stuff to less, you know, screens. Graphics card's doing less work. But I don't know. It's been a little bit crazy only having one monitor. And also, I really need a haircut, don't I? I look absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely insane. What else have we got in the chat then? Ex-Jokers Girl X is here saying, hey, hun, I'm gonna be ghosting this stream because I'm working on a new Vegas drawing. That's awesome. Hope you go ahead and share the fantastic drawings on Twitter so we can all see. Everyone say hello to Ex-Jokers Girl X, everyone, who does all the channel art for this stream right here. Well, not just this stream, but this channel. So everyone go ahead and say hello to Lois. Ex-Jokers Girl X right there. Kimberly A says, hey Render, congrats on the Vive. I'm glad I could help. Thank you very much for your help, Kimberly. It's not here yet, which is very annoying because since I ordered it on Friday, it says it could take 3 business days to get delivered or to get dispatched. And since it's been Easter, it means that they probably won't even see the order till tomorrow. And then it might take 3 days to arrive. In which case, I'll be working away. So it means we might not actually get to see it till next week. I really hope that they did see it on, like, Friday or whatever. I've sent it, it's arriving tomorrow. That would be amazing, but I doubt it. You know, I really do think that it's just not going to get here till next week. Which is sucky, but is what it is. So yeah, thank you very much for all the people who donated towards the HGC Vive Fund. We do have the regular donation streams open right now. As you guys know, these streams are entirely ad-free. They are entirely ad-free. And we do that because, one, we don't want Google interrupting the streams. And 2, we can't do giant projects like this. 24 streams this has been without the support of donators. So therefore, we have the donations open. You can donate via the super chat, which you can see in the chat, which is run by Google, of course. You can also donate via PayPal if you're more comfortable with PayPal. First link in the description, which says Streamlabs. That is the PayPal donation link. Or of course, you can also go ahead and support the Patreon as well. Or even the YouTube sponsorship program. If you go ahead and support the YouTube sponsorship program, which is kind of like subscriptions on Twitch, you know, you pay a small amount every month and you get special privilege in the chat. Here, if we get 2 more sponsors, then we unlock a new emoji for sponsors to use in the chat. Sponsors, better start spamming your emojis, people, so everyone knows what they're missing. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get all the emojis being used in the chat so sponsors can go ahead and show everyone why being a sponsor is great. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, super chats are open still, PayPal is open still, and we need donations to keep these streams going. So, if you can, please consider supporting the channel that way. It would be fantastic. Right, so right now I'm looking for kind of a big, thick pipe. Something like that. That would be pretty good, in fact. Let's go ahead and see if I can grab this one right here and drag it into the scene. Here we go. So these are quite thick ones. But we do have a lot of water being pushed out here. So if I can maybe make the room in this big vat to go ahead and have the pipes connecting to the top. Can I get away with this realistically? I don't know if I can. Now I'm looking at it. We might just have to have the pipes kind of inside the tower. Have the pipes inside the tower. That still works, you know. There are still pipes in there pumping the water up. So let's go ahead and do that for the other side also. So the idea with this is that the kind of water system will be about funneling all of the bad water, all the toilet water, all the flush taps, all the bad sinks, and then flushing it down onto the bottom floors where it can reach the water purifier. So, yeah, all the water down there is basically going to be full of, you know, dirty toothpaste water and human excrement. But, hey, it's Fallout. People have put up with worse, haven't they? What else are people saying then? Bear Red Panda says, and now subscribe to this channel as well. That is awesome, buddy. Thanks very much for doing that. Thank you very much for doing that. Again, you know, just got to really try to pay attention to everything with only one monitor. I'm going to be complaining about only having one monitor all stream, basically. But hey, here's what it is. Ooh, that's a nice one. Can we do anything with this pipe? Can we do anything with this pipe? Because this is a nice pipe right here. Nice pipe. Nice pipe. Anyone got some nice pipes, man? I need a nice pipe. Okay, could this one work? This could work. This one's a bit, shall we say, shallower. Could we get this one to work? Obviously, I can't have it poking out of the vat. Or could I? That works, actually. That works kind of nice. Really, I should be doing this during the decoration episode. but I want to have it at least look a little bit okay before the decoration episode. You know, I want to have a good idea about what it's going to look like. So when I start editing the video tomorrow, I'll be able to show people exactly what it's going to look like. Worst comes to worst, if we do run out of stuff to go ahead and build and improve, we can just start filming all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I do have to film a lot of it as well. So we could do that as well. What have we got right here? We have got Dr. Omicron in here saying, watching TWD right now. TWD? What is TWD, I wonder? I do not know. Maximum Effort says, do you think you're going to add the entrance? I don't know if I'm going to do that this episode. Because adding the entrance could be really fiddly. We can try it. We can try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll have to spend some time messing around with it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, so we got Creeper Lima says, anyone likes Peeps? What is Peeps? I don't know what that is. Is that some kind of narcotic? I bet it is, you naughty little boy. Sean Roberts is here saying, the earlier in the day you place an order with the company, the more likely they are to see it. Before 1:30 company time, they should have seen it and ordered on the Friday. Well, yeah, I didn't get paid until 6 o'clock in the evening on the Friday. I ordered it the second I got paid, basically. So, yeah, they probably haven't seen it. Oh, we got a notification there. What have we got? I need to go ahead and check this. And Mr. has donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Thank you very much, buddy. That is absolutely awesome. Thanks very much for doing that, mate. That's very kind of you. Everyone go ahead and chant, Mr. 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 Thank you very much for going ahead and doing that, buddy. That is absolutely awesome. Everyone go ahead and chant Mr. And also I can see one right here, which hasn't popped up on screen yet. We have got Captain Fritz has gone ahead and donated 10 SEK. What is that? Is that Captain Fritz right there going ahead and donating 10 SEK through the Super Chat. Everyone go ahead and chant, Fritz, 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 Fritz. Everyone go ahead and chant, Fritz in the chat to acknowledge those two fantastic donators right there. So what is SEK? Is that Swedish crowns? Thank you very much, buddy. I think it's Swedish crowns. Honestly don't know. Okay, thank you very much for doing that, guys. That is absolutely awesome. So we got 2 new names on the donation board right there on the top right. 2 new names. We've got Captain Fritz and Mr. Who's going to be next on the donation board? If you sponsor, you can either sponsor, donate via Super Chat, PayPal, or Patreon, and your name still gets on that board. That's exactly what we need to see. New names on that board. Let's go ahead and see if we can do it. And we've got stuff like this. Diamond pipes. Pipes. I just love pipes. Go ahead and throw as many of these pipes connecting stuff together. Now, these pipes are technically meant to go on the roofs of the buildings in Diamond City. So, therefore, all of these pipes do fit the Diamond City aesthetic. So, go ahead and pop little pipes and stuff like that. Good old little pipes and just have these all connected. The kind of idea I was going for is kind of simple. The idea is that we would have this one big vat here, which is all the water kind of collected in one giant pool of, fecal matter and saliva and toothpaste trimmings and all that kind of stuff. And then it gets separated into these 2 vats, which then drops it down again. 2 vats, presumably, because that would make it easier and quicker to distribute down. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to assume that they can segregate clean water and dirty water. I mean, okay, it's scientific and stuff. It might be possible somehow, but come on, that's a bit ridiculous, don't you think? Don't really think they're going to do it with this kind of setup. It's just about pumping the water into the different vats so that they can go ahead and flush it down into the lower regions of Diamond City. Pump is a fantastic word, isn't it? Just say it. Say it with me now. Put lots of emphasis on it. Pump. Just pump. Fantastic. Oh, actually, I probably shouldn't say pump, actually. The pop shield is probably going crazy. Pump. Okay, what else are people going? Cyber Red Panda says, is all this vanilla or will people need mods to work? This is all vanilla. This is all vanilla. You will not need any mods to get this to work when it is ready to go. So you can just go ahead and start using it immediately. You don't even need any DLC, which is fantastic. What else have we got? Creeper Limo says, Mr. Sponsor render, please. Well, don't force people to sponsor. In fact, sponsor yourself if you want to, buddy. Remember, 2 more sponsors, and we get more emojis. We get an extra emoji in the chat, which we can go ahead and start spamming in the chat. If you're a sponsor, start spamming those emojis. So it'll be absolutely fantastic. Now, we need some kind of machine. Something to look like a pump. In fact, let's just type in pump. Just pump. Go ahead and type that in and everything will be fantastic. Oh, I love this bit of music. I love this bit of music. Absolutely fantastic little tune right here. Okay, so. Been a little laggy here, so. Pump. P is for pump. Oh, what have we got? That's a petrol station pump, isn't it? That's from the gas stations. From the Red Rocket stations, yeah. We don't really want that then. But we need like a water pump. Turbo pump shell? Don't even know what that is. That just looks like a fuse box of some kind. Water pump static. Oh, that's like a hand water pump. That's not really what we want. Turbo pump shell. We've already looked at that. Turbo pump shell was actually my nickname in university, you know. Yes, it's true. That's a pumpkin, not a pump. Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Pump widget. What on earth does that mean? Boric pump part. I don't even know what that is. Okay, so it's looking like we don't really have... We've got something there. That might just be the water pump as well. Yeah, that's a water pump. That's no good. Okay, so we need some kind of machine. Let's just type in machine, see what happens. Let's go ahead and see what we got in the chat then. Let's go and see what we got. Eric Jones says, hi, stranger. Hello there, Eric. How are you? Hello. Is it Eric you're looking for? Okay, it's not even Eric, is it? It's Epic. Epic Vipes. And let's go ahead and scroll down the chat a little bit here. Laura Elsher says, Kimberly A, a good idea. What did Kimberly A say? The cryo pumps from the vault are kind of nice looking. Let's try that. Let's try typing in cryo. Cryo, cryo, cryo. Let's go ahead and look down then. Cryojet case. It really depends if it's called cryo or something. If not, we might have to go ahead and take a trip down to Vault 111 and see if we can find it. Cryopod scene furniture. Well, what does that mean then? I imagine... yeah, that's just the actual furniture stuff. I imagine a lot of the stuff to do with the cryo pumps is probably just only going to be used once in the game, pretty much. Because that's it, isn't it? You know, you get in, you get out, and then that's it. You know, you never really go back in them, can you? Or interact with them in any way. Ooh, they look cool. They look darn awesome. How big is this? Because I want to use this as part of the water filtration machine. Because that looks awesome. Ooh. I like this. This looks cool. Here's an idea. I don't know if this will work. We'll just place this. And then look at it in game to see what it looks like under the game lights. Actually, no, it's really clean, isn't it? Yeah, it's too clean. It's too clean. It's for like a dirty version for like post-war. There's a pre-war version. And that's it. Okay, never mind. That looks really nice. Because I thought, ooh, that could be like all the chemicals to go ahead and separate the water and stuff. But now it's too big. And also, unfortunately, it just looks a little bit, shall we say, it's just too clean. It doesn't really fit. Alright, here are the cryo pipes. Stuff like that. Cryo pipes and stuff like that. These are really nice, but I need like, as I said, I need like a pump. Some kind of machine, like an industrial looking machine. I don't know if it's out there. Oh, that's a door. I don't know why I was looking at that. Okay, yeah, let's just type in machine then. Machine. Some kind of big machine. It doesn't even need to be relevant. You know, it could be like a power transformer, but as long as it looks the business, then I really don't mind. No, it's clearly not going to be that Nuka-Cola machine, is it? Put that up right there. See, all these little other windows and monitors and stuff, I normally have them on a different screen. Can't do it today, because I've only got the one monitor. What's it there? Ryan Morton says, hi, Render. While I was watching this stream, I think I may start writing a novel, but I can't decide between alien hunters or assassins. What do you think sounds cool in your opinion? I may choose the majority vote. Alien hunters or assassins? Well, really, it depends on what the book's about. I mean, if the book's a love story, you know, set in 1950s, then alien hunters would be a weird name. You gotta tell us what the story's about to get the name, you know what I mean? Evan Jones says, is there a dirty version? Final Render asks. Yes, of course. Of course people are going to quote that. Listen, people, quote in the chat is not a joke for your amusement, people. It is meant to be like a time capsule for the wonderful things that Final Render says. Yeah, well, whatever. We'll use this microfiche machine. Why not? It's not a joke for you to laugh at. You're not meant to laugh at me. I'm meant to be the cool one here. let's go ahead and just grab some machinery and stuff like this. Just stuff like this. Nah, that's dumb. That's dumb. I like the idea of having a screen to interact with, but again, that'll be a decoration thing. I just need a big machine. Anything. Industrial machine. What is that? What is industrial machine? Yeah, see, stuff like this. This is what I need. Random junk like this. There we go. Just go ahead and fill it with stuff like this, so we can go ahead and get as much kind of busyness and make it look like an actual machine rather than just a couple vats with some urine in it. You know what I mean? Okay. Sean Roberts says, so why do you only have one monitor today? It is because the niece is visited and she has it for DVDs currently. So we've only got the one monitor right now. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. But, you know, it does make things a little bit difficult. All right. Go ahead and lower that down. Yep, that's good like that. And maybe go ahead and add some more. Now I finally found the machines I want. Industrial machine mirror. I assume that's just the same thing, but the opposite way. Oh, 1919 mirror. Oh, okay. So 19 can only go one way. That's interesting. Right, bring this up now. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Whoop, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. So even if these machines clearly have nothing to do with water pumping or filtration. Say if you're an engineer and you look at that and go, that's actually designed to make toenail clippers, that machine. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Point is, it looks fancy. It looks the business. So therefore, we're going to go ahead and use it in our fantastic build of Diamond City. What else have we got then? So we got Evan Jones says, I've got to go. Good night, renderlings. Everyone say goodbye to Evan Jones, everyone. Everyone say goodbye to Evan Jones. Hope you turn up soon later. You know, we are going to be streaming for another 90 minutes today. So hopefully you've got time to turn up again later. Hey, turn up later. There's something about doing that voice which gives me such amusement. You know, it's kind of like a knockoff Austin Powers voice, you know? Makes me happy for some reason. Austin Powers makes everybody happy. Except Dr. Evil. Right. So that's alright, really. We go ahead and maybe add one or two more machines. We can go ahead and get this area kind of done. I would like to add a terminal. But that might be a thing we do in the decoration episode, you know? I don't like this big machine being at the back, because since it's bigger, it kind of overshadows the other one. How about I bring the other one forward and have the bigger one at the back? Remember, if it's big, put it in the back. That's something you can quote. Right. Throw that right there. No, that's it. Those are both intersecting, actually. I suppose they could intersect, couldn't they? I suppose if these machines are interacting with the water, it would make sense at least one of them intersects with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Let's go ahead and do it the same here as well. Go and pop that there. And maybe we can add some pipes coming off of these machines and into the water also. That would be good. That would be very nice. Nice. Or maybe we could have all of our pipes from the building networks connected to these machines. And then the machine pumps the water into this vat. And then this vat distributes it into these two bigger towers. Yeah, that works. I'm just trying to visualize if someone looks at this machine. Could they go, oh yeah, I see what that's doing. You know, even if it's completely nonsense. But someone could look at this and go, oh, I can see the water is going into those machines, then it's going into that vat, and then that vat is distributing them into the big water towers. And then they go, that final render, he's pretty clever, that guy. You know, he should win the Mr. Clever Award of 2018. And I go, I want to thank the Academy. I want to thank the comments. And all that other happy stuff that makes people want to hit the cringe alarm, which is over here. Cringe alarm for that fantastic story right there. Go ahead and do that. Cyprus Medina says, who likes unicorn? Is unicorn a band or is it a type of bunion? I think so. You know, a unicorn. I think so. Alright, so we got that there. That machine's looking pretty good. And yeah, we want one more big one right at the back. One more big one right at the back. No, that's kind of a small one. What about machine one? Why don't we start with number one? We are number one. Hey! Yeah, that might be alright. Might be a bit too wide, though. I think we want one that's taller rather than wider. Yeah. Oop, dip. Why is it all flipped? Why is it inverted? I was inverted. No, it doesn't quite work, does it? It's even got concrete at the bottom, so it doesn't really match the aesthetic we've got here. Do. See, look right there in the chat. We've got Sean Roberts right there going ahead and using the fantastic cringe alarm emoji in the chat. Look at that. Look at that emoji. Then back to this. Look at the emoji. Then back to this. Looks exactly the same. For I made it in Photoshop. It's custom. Just like me. We do need some kind of machine for someone to interact with. You know, a human being. Let's go ahead and see what's up. And Charlie Tiger 45 says, press F for cringe alarm. Lol. Press F for cringe alarm. Man, we definitely got to go ahead and do that at some point, haven't we? Have it as a graphic or something like that. What I really want, I want this cringe alarm. And I want a wireless button. So when I hit this cringe alarm, something also pops up on screen, on the chat. That's what I really want. I imagine we would need to kind of make it ourselves in a way, you know, with some kind of wireless receiver and transmitter and all the other kind of evers, you know? That's exactly what we need. I'm gonna pop that right there, maybe. We can have it intersect. Can we have it? We can't have it intersect a little bit there, can we? We can have it intersect there. There we go. That kind of works. And if we also go ahead and replace this railing system with one which is only one way. Because right now, as you can see, there's railings on both sides. Railings on the both sides, like a plane coming in. And we don't want that. We only want the railings on one side. So let's go ahead and see if we can do this. With our object selected, we can hit Control F. Control F right there. Control your F. And now that brings up this menu right here, called the Search and Replace menu. And then this allows us to instantly replace it with another object that is very similar. So in this case, we're going to give it the replacement of the Industrial Catwalk Way 01. I think this is the one I want. That's exactly the same object. Okay. Where is it? Rails one side or something like that. Industrial Cat 2, Way one side. Industrial Cat 2. I can never find this one. Why is it that whenever you really need to find the correct railing, you can never find it? Is that one over there? Is that one over there? I don't really know. All I do know is that the credit kit is being very, very slow. Let's just go ahead and find one somewhere else, shall we? Seeing as I don't remember the name. When in doubt, just go find a new one. Like this one right here. Copy that right there. Bring it over to here. Hope the creator kit doesn't crash. There we go. Click it there. Delete that. Paste this in there. Please. Paste that in there. There we go. Took your time, goddammit. You took your time, goddammit. I bet that was Dave getting in the way. Dave! Did you make that really slow? The copy and the pasting bit. He's just sitting there and shoved several Mars bars into his face. He had a happy Easter, did old Dave. Okay, because you see, since Dave escaped from Santa's workshop, he hasn't really had much time to talk to other kind of mythical creatures, but did make friends with the Easter Bunny, so that's fantastic. Good to know. You know, even mythical creatures need friends. Alright, so we've got a bit of a problem here. These aren't quite actually lining up, so what we need to do, we need to set our snapping reference here. I was actually telling another YouTuber earlier how to do this, but sometimes objects don't snap together. So what you need to do, you need to select the new object as your reference, snap reference, and then you can snap the objects together. Works really well, makes things much easier. It's a bit of a hassle sometimes, because it's like, oh, I shouldn't have to do this, but sometimes you gotta, that's the way of the world. But once it's done, and then it should snap in place, properly. Watch it not work now, you know what I'm saying? Watch it not work now. Okay, I gotta go ahead and refresh this chat, haven't I? Now, unfortunately, sometimes the chat doesn't update itself properly. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to go ahead and refresh it myself every now and then. Have you frozen? Don't you goddamn dare freeze, game. Don't you goddamn dare. There we go. Okay. Pop that in there and then pop it a bit to the left. There we go. To the left, to the left. Excellent stuff. So now it's only got one railing. One railing. Where am I now? Yep, one railing right there, so that means someone, presumably a human, can go ahead and interact with that console right there to control the water purifiers. Okay, so let's also go ahead and get some more pipes. Get some more pipes, get some more pipes. 2 pipes. That was just pipe weapons and stuff, isn't it? Oh, very cool thing yesterday, actually. Yesterday, I went to go ahead and play with my father's new 3D printer. That was very cool. I'd never seen one before. But yeah, I got to give a 3D printer a go. It's so cool. It's fascinating watching a 3D printer work. Because, you know, we were just kind of printing off some, like, fan housings to go ahead and put fans onto the 3D printer. Because a good idea with 3D printers is I don't go ahead and buy an expensive one, buy a cheap one, and then print the extra stuff you need to make it the same as a good one. You know? It's really cool to go ahead and watch this 3D printer working. And I was amazed by it, and now I want one. Something I would love to do is maybe get some of the items in Fallout 4, because obviously since I know how to extract all the original files, all the original 3D models, I could actually print a lot of the stuff that's in Fallout 4 in real life. Something I was thinking, I might try to print some of the perk pins. You know, like the ones on the Vault-Tec posters. You know, whenever you level up, it's got that little spinning badge in the loading screen. I'd like to print one of those off. I think that would be cool. I think that'd be really cool, in fact. But, you know, maybe not right now. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you'll get it for the rest of your life. There we go. Elbow left 1. That's what I want. So yeah, really cool 3D printers. Absolutely fascinating they are. And they're not that expensive anymore. You know, you can get them for like 150 British pounds now. Which is pretty impressive. Obviously, there are bigger versions, there are more expensive versions and stuff, but you can get them for like 150 quid. And that's really good price. Really good price for what it is. And I'm fascinated by it. I can't wait to learn more about it. You know, there are some people who want to try things, but they start to learn, but then you just kind of give up a little bit. You know, don't give up on learning if it's hard, you know? Just do it! Don't give up on your dreams. I know that's a bit of a meme right now, but it's true. You know, just if you're struggling with something, learn how to do it. A lot of people say, I've tried to the creation kit final render, you handsome stud, but I can't get it to work. Well, you know, keep at it. You know, watch some tutorials and stuff. Do what I did. You know, I'm pretty much self-taught, you know. When I say self-taught, I mean I didn't have an actual person teach me. You know, I just watched it via videos and reading the articles online and stuff, which there are thousands of, by the way, especially Skyrim ones. A lot of the stuff that was in the Skyrim creation kit also applies to Fallout 4, because the engines are very similar. There are little differences, but for the most part, they're very similar. Okay, so here we have got our kind of water treatment plant. Kind of done, in a way. I mean, we'll have to add light into it, and we'll add some more decorations like signs and stuff like that. But besides that, it's pretty much done. It's pretty much done, and I wish this creation kit would stop jumping around the place. It's looking like it's lagging and stuff all the time. People are going to say, final render, herp, you handsome stud. Why is your stream lagging all the time? It's not lagging, it's just every time I try to adjust the camera, it jumps 150 miles away, you know? Oh, that's another thing we need to do, actually, the waterfalls. I remember this now. The waterfalls had a big problem earlier, being that the water doesn't actually hit the bottom, so we need to go ahead and lower it a little bit. Well, not lower it, we need to extend it. But we can't extend it, so we need to just go ahead and pretty much duplicate it, you know what I'm saying? I wish this creation... Stop flipping. Where am I now? I'm underground, aren't I? There we go. Yeah, for some reason, it's just going absolutely bananas right now. Oh, interesting thing, by the way. Very interesting thing. I went ahead and, just out of experimentation, went into this mod and turned off all the anti-aliasing, and it ran perfectly. The anti-aliasing is basically what was slow. It's what's slowing this entire thing down, which makes me feel happy, knowing that it could be possible to optimize this thing fairly easily when it's done, you know? It's going to take a lot of optimization, you know? Okay, so we got those there. Now, waterfall. So remember, people, these streams are entirely 100% ad-free. We have these streams ad-free because we do not want Google going ahead and interrupting our streams. And also, we want to be able to go ahead and make as much amazing content as possible, which often means making really long projects which can't be done in a short amount of time. So therefore, we can't make regular videos on them. So therefore, we do them on live stream, and we have the donations open. If you want to go ahead and donate to support the channel, you can go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and donate via Super Chat. If you look on the chat, at the bottom of the chat, there should be what looks like a little dollar symbol. You can go ahead and hit that, and you can donate via Super Chat. You can also donate directly via PayPal if you prefer that. There is a link in the description. Very first link in the description, it should be. And then you can also go ahead and sponsor the YouTube chat, or you can go ahead and support via Patreon. It really goes a long way, people. And remember, last month, we managed to raise enough donations to order a HTC Vive, which should arrive next week. Hopefully sooner. Hopefully sooner, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But we do need donations to go ahead and keep the stream going. So if you can go ahead and donate, please do so. It goes a long way. You'll get your name appear on the top right. We will chant and sing your name in the chat. Your name will pop up on screen for everyone to see. So everyone can know just how kind you are. You know what I mean? And we've also got some special names in the chat as well, as you can see on screen. You know, towards the right, we have got people like, what are the names right there? We've got people like Brothers United and Brian Fuller. They are our top PayPal and Super Chat donators, respectively. So how about we go ahead and see if we can get some new names to go ahead and join those accolades right there. Let's see if we can get some new names. Alright, so is this even going to work, this whole waterfall thing? It might not. I'll put one in for now. I'll put one in, and if it clearly looks wrong, which I think it's going to, then we might just have to cope with a slightly shorter waterfall. Oh, unless we can extend it. That's a better idea, actually. That's a far better idea. What we're going to do, we're going to add a pipe to extend the waterfall so they can go lower down. Because right now, these waterfalls don't actually reach. You might just be able to see it on the picture quality. It doesn't quite reach the water. So we need to make these go a little bit lower. So let's go ahead and do that with some pipes. I'm going to grab a pipe right there. Alright, so I need to go ahead and refresh the chat here again. It's getting rather annoying. Go ahead and down that coffee right there. Spilling coffee all over myself. God darn it. Like a complete Neanderthal spills this coffee. You know, have you ever gone into Starbucks and stuff like that and thought, why are all these people sitting around? That's something I don't get. If I buy a coffee in a town or something, I grab it and go. I don't sit in the coffee shop. It's weird. Very, very weird indeed. Okay. Not that one. Those are like 4 pipes. Buildy ducks. See, those are too big. These would be great for strapping onto the side of buildings, but not really what we want here. What's this? Car tuner entrance pipe. What an unusual kind of pipe. Remember, pipes should only be for distributing water and nothing else. Nothing else at all. Diamond pipe. See, these have all got bends on them. I just want to... Do I want a straight one, actually? If I get one with a small little bend, that might be okay. Just a small little bend, please. Oh, wait, that one will probably do just fine. Go ahead and pop this on there. And then lower it down a bit. It's not too ridiculous to assume that they might want to divert the water a little bit. Go ahead and grab this little pipe here. Does it quite work? If we kind of... oh, it does cause a couple problems graphics-wise. Let's go ahead and look at it in-game, actually. Let's go ahead and look at it in-game. Because it might be okay. It might be okay. So let's just go ahead and take a look in-game. So what have we got in the chat then? Let's go and see what we got in the chat. BobbyBear007 Games says, Render, I sent you a friend request on Steam. I'm going to be honest, people. I don't think I'll accept it. I like to keep my Steam separate. You know what I mean? And if I ever do make a Steam account that is separate, then I'll probably try to find a new group or make a new account or something like that. I want my Steam to be me, basically. Does that make sense? And people I know. Does that make sense? I apologize. Obviously, if you want to play Fortnite and stuff like that, I have that open. Or there is also the PSN that is also open. But Steam, I would like to kind of keep to people I know. Does that make sense? I apologize, but I like a little bit of privacy sometimes. Actually, it's because Render doesn't want people to see that he's just playing games all day rather than making videos, herp, 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 and all that other stuff. But no, I prefer to keep my Steam to myself, if that makes sense. What else have we got? Let's go ahead and read some of this. The Dark Prince says, hi. Hello there, The Dark Prince. How are you? Daniel Warner says, hey, Final Render. Hello there, Daniel. Good to see you, my man. How you doing, son? Hope you're doing well. Me too. And Judgment Day says, hey. Hello there, Judgment Day. That's a very morbid thing to say, isn't it? Hello, Judgment Day. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay. I've come to talk with you again. What a beautiful song. Beautiful song. Timeless song. The Sound of Silence. Now, I know that the Disturbed version is very, very good, but it's hard to beat the original. It really is. That being said, I do love the Disturbed version of The Sound of Silence. Very good cover. Extremely good cover, in fact. Okay, so let's go ahead and launch the game. Launch the game here. And, of course, when we go ahead and start loading up the mod again after we looked at it in game, we will be checking the Twitter. So remember, you can send in your selfies of you lot enjoying the live stream to Twitter. You can go ahead and send it to final_render on Twitter, and we will be going ahead and checking those when we start loading up the mod after we've looked at it in game for a little bit. So go ahead and send in your selfies of you guys enjoying the live stream so we can see what your beautiful faces are like. And we can go ahead, what a lot of people do. A lot of people tend to show off their Fallout collections. Some people have got some absolutely amazing stuff. You know, like huge like shelves of memorabilia of like figures and posters and stuff. A lot of it is homemade and it's like, that's really cool. That's really cool indeed. Okay, let's go ahead and load up this old Diamond City mod right here. Okay, what else is there? Ryan Bourne says, hey Final Render, I said the thing about the story and that there are actual plots I could choose between about alien hunters or aliens. Alien hunters could be an interesting name for a story, because is it like about people in space hunting aliens, or is it about like people who sit in their caravans with their tinfoil hats going, the truth is out there? You know, so alien hunters is kind of interesting. What have we got? Aiden Corn says, hi Final Render. Hello there Aiden, or Aiden. I believe it's Aiden. How are you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. I only say hello Aiden because I know a lot of Americans say Aiden rather than Aiden. I don't know if there's other countries which say Aiden rather than Aiden, but for me it's just, as far as I'm aware, it's an American thing saying Aiden. In the UK we say Aiden for that name. I don't really know. Okay, so what else have we got? We got Katie Moen in the chat saying, hello everyone. How is everyone? Hello there Katie, nice to see you, nice Katie. We've also got Craigus Carrot in the chat. Hello there Craigus, how are you? Another sponsor indeed, we gotta love the sponsors indeed. And Judgment Day, kicks in door. Call. Is that a Walking Dead thing, by the way? Kicking the door and saying Carl. I didn't really like Walking Dead. Well, I wanted to like it. I mean, I really enjoyed the first 3 episodes of Walking Dead. And then the next 3 were pretty good still, I suppose. But then I got to the second season, I'm like, this show's actually pretty darn boring. You know, it's like the first 3 or so episodes was fantastic. But after that, I don't know, it got a bit boring. Now, granted, a lot of people say the second series is the worst series, but still, you know? Alright, so here's our water right here. Yeah, it's, it doesn't quite reach. Yeah, we really need to do something with that water. Oh, by the way, let's actually check if you guys can see the game. Because obviously I've only got the one monitor right now, so I can't tell. Yes, you guys should, in theory, be able to see the game. So, yeah. Oh, Dogmeat, hello there, boy. What are you doing up there, buddy? What are you doing up there? Who's a good boy? So, yeah, the water doesn't quite reach, unfortunately. From a distance, it probably looks okay, but if you get up close, then, yeah, you can clearly see that the waterfall isn't hitting that water. So, we definitely need to lower it somehow. Okay. Let's see if we can actually go into the front and take a good look at the city. Take a good look at the city. Let me through, foul peasant. I really love the accessory belt that my character has, by the way. If you look at the accessory belt with the grenades and also the like pistol sling and stuff, I love that. Really changes the look of the character. It's also got some throwing knives as well. A lot of people ask where that's from. That is from the mod Nanosuit. There is a Nanosuit mod which has kind of like a special fiber suit. Looks like something from Mass Effect, but it also includes that accessory belt that the character is wearing. So, really cool mod that is. So now let's take a look at the city. Oh, here comes the lag. That looks cool. That looks real cool. In fact, if we take a step back, you might even be able to see the church. Yeah, take a few steps back, you can see the church. Now, in theory, if I type in FXAA, AA off, turns off the FXAA, we suddenly get much more frames. Oh, it's not smoothless this time. Oh, that being said, I am streaming though. And use like SMAA on. I believe SMAA on. Or is it TAA? It's TAA, isn't it? You know, changing the different types of anti-aliasing. Then we can actually get much smoother frame rates. But obviously, I like the FXAA. Obviously, it's lagging for me now. But here's the thing. I have everything on max. I always have everything on max and a really powerful EMB. If I was to turn everything off, it's probably quite smooth. Like this right now. Alright, so now. Let's go ahead and jump up then. Check out this water treatment plant. And then after that, we will try to work out a way to get on top of this thing. The kind of idea generally is that we're going to try to grab the elevator, which is up there, make a copy of it, and make it so that you can use the elevator to get up here. We're going to try that. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll give it a go. Alright, so here we are up on top of our city then. So we'll enter here. Our lovely little flower arrangements and stuff like that. We got our fantastic market stall right here, our little market area. This has actually got quite a lot of decorations already, but we'll probably add some more. We've also got our little park area right there, which is fantastic. Loads of decoration have been done in here. A water area. We've got the little chess set down there, which is robots versus monsters, which is really, really cool. Kids play park right there. Looking pretty good. Oh. Now, here's our water filtration area. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can dig that. I can dig that. If we can maybe put like some flashing lights on it or something and some big signs, now that'd be really cool. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, the water looks good. What? Why is there an extra waterfall here? Why is there an extra waterfall here? That's not correct, game. That shouldn't be there. We'll have to go ahead and delete that. But the water coming out of the top there looks really nice. That looks really good indeed. I am a fan. I am a fan of the waterfall. Looks pretty sweet. Looks pretty sweet. And of course over there we have also got what will be our casino and bar, our apartments right there, and our Church of Atom over there. So it's looking pretty nice overall. It's looking pretty nice. That's nice. Okay, so now that's done, how about we go ahead, see if we can fix that one little waterfall there, and then we can start trying to add the elevator. Hopefully it works. I have no idea if it's going to work or not. I know how to make custom elevators. But I want that elevator, you know, I want that elevator over there. So I don't know how it's going to work. Because in theory, we won't be adding any additional scripts or anything like that. You know, we'll just be working with original scripts from the game. But let's see if we can get it to work. Let's see if we can get it to work. Okay, so let's go ahead and load up our, what's it called? Creation kit. Here we go, right here. What else have we got in the chat then? What else are people saying then? Bailey says, I'm not understanding why the church is a Church of Atom, as they are a very poor church, so why would they be in the upper class part of town? No faith is ever based on finance. Does that answer your question? No faith is ever based on finance. Why would you assume that because they worship radiation, they're poor? You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to necessarily say that a religion is poor. There we go, there we go. Sure, a lot of the ones we have seen, they wear scrap and stuff like that. But that's just because they live in the middle of nowhere a lot of the times. There's no reason to say that you can't have religions and all sermons and stuff like that. Think about things like Buddhists and stuff like that. Or you think of like the Shaolin, for example. You know, the Buddhist monks and stuff like that. All their kind of big famous temples and stuff are in the forests and stuff like that of Tibet and stuff. They can still go to the city though. You know what I mean? Okay. Go ahead and activate our Diamond City mod. So I said, when we are going ahead and loading up this mod, because the creation kit takes forever to go ahead and load, we are going to check the Twitter for your selfies and messages that you guys enjoying the live stream. Since I've only got the one monitor, I am going to go have to check it on my tablet first. We can't accept video, I'm afraid. We can't accept video because with video, unfortunately, we can't check it for copyrighted material on live stream. So therefore, we only accept images, but they all appear to be okay. All right, so let's go ahead and jump onto the old Twitter right there. Tweet, tweet. And let's go ahead and see what we have got. Let's scroll down a little bit here. Okay, so we have got Evan J says, if you love Fallout 4 base building, watch final render stream. Building in Diamond City now. 911. 911? What are you calling the police? It's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. Dave, run. It's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Whenever you do that song, you've got to go whoop, whoop. It's just for lore, you know? It's just for lore. We've also got Kimberly Arbogast and Awoken Pete Drew went ahead and also retweeted and shared the share spike, which is fantastic. In fact, how about we get another share spike? Right here, right now. Let's get another share spike. Did the graphic work? Boom! There we go. There's a share spike graphic right there. Let's go ahead and get some more people sharing the live stream. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright, we have also got Oscar Kiltbow going ahead and liking the tweets. Fantastic stuff. Thanks very much for that, buddy. Laura Elster is here saying, tune in with the Builder Extraordinaire final render as we finish off the exterior building in the richer part of Diamond City. Watch them struggle with a single monitor. Diamond City Building for Mods, part 24. Thank you very much, Laura. That's fantastic. Why is it, with the stuff that Laura writes in the share spikes, she always writes it in a way to where I have to say it kind of like a 1930s radio DJ. I don't know why that is. And what have we got here? Oh, we got some Haribo Star Mix. I'm liking this already. Yes, it's just whatever. Evan J says, watching my favorite YouTuber at Final Render stream Fallout 4 with some Haribo Star Mix. You goddamn right. Haribo is the best. Haribo is fantastic. Okay, I mean, it's not good for you, let's face it. But my favorite ones for Tang Fastics are even worse for you. So what am I going to say? I love Haribo. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. Oscar Kilbo says, somewhere in the UK, a classy boy called Final Render is building a town. A town more interesting than the town Bethesda took several years to develop. Is Bethesda bad? No! Bethesda is the best, but Final Render is just so much better. Join him while he builds Diamond City live. Thank you very much for doing that, buddy. That's a very kind message for you to go ahead and say right there. Well, I'm sure Bethesda don't really take too much kindly to it, but thank you very much. That's awesome. That's a really nice message to send. And Oga says, I too only have one monitor. My apologies, buddy. Bless you, brother. Yes, fantastic right there. And what have we got right here? Katie Mohan right here sending in an image. That is a big TV. That is a big TV. My golly, my gosh. My face is probably like this big on that screen. My golly, my gosh. Thank you very much for sending in that message for Katie Mohan. That is very, very kind of you. And yeah, loads of people watch these on their TVs and stuff. Like, I want to know. There are a couple of you who already do this, but I want to know for the general purpose, so to speak. Do any of you lot watch these streams like with your family or with your significant other or with your family and stuff, you know, like around the telly and the living room? Does anyone do that? That would be awesome. It would be totally ace if people did this instead of watching like Ant and Dec, you know, on Saturday Night Fever or whatever it's called. Well, not Ant and Dec. It's just Dec, isn't it? You know, because one's going to react. Whatever, sad story. Very sad story, that is. But, Saturday Night Takeaway, that's the show I was talking about. But yeah, do people just watch the live stream like it's a television show? That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. I've also got to go ahead and reload the stream chat right here. Okay. So we're going to try to add this elevator here. We're going to try to add this elevator. And if we can get the elevator done, unless we can get some very quick and simple ideas for building stuff, we'll just be filming the stuff I'll need for the edit, basically. That's nerve-wracking, that is. 24 streams we've been building this. And then we're going to actually make a video on it and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to release it. Because I thought, you know, I could release it on Nexus and say, you know, part 1, work in progress, no decorations, no NPCs yet. But I want to just save and hold on to it until it's 100% done, you know. I don't want to give it to people to try. What I might do, I might see if I can release like an unlisted private version. So some of you guys can test. Actually, no, I can't do that either, can I? Because I can't do that. No, I'll just have to go ahead and, hold on to it. Because I really don't want to release this thing unfinished. You know, I want it to be done. Because there are too many times, you know, people upload mods, you know, work in progress mods. And then something happens, and then it never gets finished. You know, I've done it in the past. Well, the Vault 101. So, it's probably a good thing in hindsight, looking at recent news events to do with modding Fallout 3 stuff. Okay, first things first, then let's get rid of that waterfall while I remember. What's the people saying? Oh, and Bailey right there also says, don't forget the extra waterfall. Oh, you see, me and Bailey, great minds, you know? Great minds think alike. There we go. That's done, that's done, that's done. What's it got? Gaming Dog 90 says, I'm watching you on my computer because I am lonely. Oh, you're not lonely if you're watching this. Here's the thing. You could be alone, but never be lonely. Does that make sense? You could be alone, but never be lonely. There's a famous quote right there. Okay, what else is there? Xanax88 says... Xanax? Yeah, Xanax88 says, is the Vault 88 settlement a mod? That's for DLC one, isn't it? Oh, do you mean my one? No, that's not a mod. That was beyond the settlement mode. Okay, Ryan Morton says, why is Preston so up in the character's face about helping people when he just sits down ordering you around? You see, this is exactly what I think about Preston Garvey. You know, his heart is in the right place, but he's a real lazy turd, isn't he? Real goddamn lazy. So, okay, I understand you've had hard times and stuff like that, but I haven't seen Preston Garvey do anything. Oh, what? You walked from Quincy to Concord? You can do that in about 20 in-game minutes, Preston. You're not brave. You're really not brave. Dogmeat can do it by himself. What's your excuse, Preston Garvey? You turd. Okay, so what do we say then? We fixed that waterfall. And we need to do something with those pipe things. We need to do something with it. But for now, let's just go ahead and try to work with this elevator. I've never tried doing anything with this elevator, so let's just see what happens. This might take a couple times of going in and out of the game to see if things work and stuff like that. Because it'll be things like we'll have to do things like grab the button, grab the elevator, make sure it can fit to the right... Oh, we got a notification there. What have we got right there? Katie Mohan has donated $2 via PayPal. Katie Mohan. Katie Mohan. Woo! Thank you very much for going ahead and donating $2 via the PayPal, Katie. That's fantastic. I want everyone in the chat to go ahead and chant, Katie. Very kind and generous donator is old Katie Mohan right there. Thank you very much for going ahead and doing that, Katie. That is awesome. Who else is going to go ahead and get their name up on the donation board right there? We have had 3 donations this stream so far. Realistically, we do need to get as many donators as possible to keep these streams going. So how about we go ahead and see if we can get some more fantastic names on that board today. That'll be fantastic. Or, you can support the Patreon and stuff like that. That's also another way you can do it. Or even go ahead and become a sponsor. Remember, 2 more sponsors to unlock the next emoji. And also, a little bird told me that soon, if you're a sponsor, you might be able to start using the emojis in the regular comment section on YouTube. Not just the chat. Little birdie told me that. So, how about you guys go ahead and sponsor so that pretty soon you'll be able to use the emojis in the YouTube comment section, which would be pretty darn ace. Okay. So let me look at this elevator then. And see. Obviously, this button is connected to something, isn't it? This button will be connected in some way. Via a marker or some kind. This is when we start to get a bit more complex with the creation kit right here. This is when we've got to be careful about not to mess with anything too much. So yeah, that button will be connected in some way to... It's connected to this, by the look of it. This big red D. What is this then? Let's go and take a look at this. We've got to be careful not to damage anything here. Diamond City Elevator, default dummy. Okay, so that's just some kind of placement marker. And what have we got out there? Just like an MTX marker. Mayor Elevator Low Enable marker. Yeah. In theory, we could just copy and paste the entire thing. And just do it. But at the same time, it might mean that if we say go down in the elevator in the upper section, this elevator will also go up and down? I don't know. But I don't want to go ahead and add new scripts and stuff. I just really want to duplicate this. So how about we try this then? How about we just give it a go? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. In fact, how about we go ahead and make a new layer just to be safe? Let's go ahead and make a new layer so we don't actually intersect with anything. You know what I mean? Let's call it something simple. Upper City elevator. That'll do. Take me down to the upper city elevator. No, that doesn't work. What was the song I was thinking of? Oh no, I was thinking of Aerosmith, wasn't I? Loving an elevator, living it up when I'm going down. Good song that is. Aerosmith is a really good band, isn't it? Even though they're very well known, I think they're overrated. Underrated even. This is going to be more complicated, isn't it? Is there already a layer for the elevator? If so, we can just duplicate that. Let's go to see. What layers have we got? Like Diamond City Cloth, Collision, Brotherhood flags, Institute flags, Minutemen, Railroad flags. Oh no, spoiler alert, herp herp. Upper City Elevator. That's one I just made. God darn it. Okay, is what it is, is what it is. It's looking like there isn't one unique to the elevator, is there? Unfortunately. Yep, well, we're just going to have to cope with it. Okay, so, let's see. Let's go ahead and grab this first, which is the switch to cool the elevator. So what is this all connected to? It's connected to this box. It's also connected to that elevator. Right now, I'm just going to copy and paste all of it. Copy and paste all of it. And that marker goes up to this dummy marker, which connects to that X marker and that X marker as well. And to that bounding box. To that bounding box. Grab the elevator itself. That X marker. I have no idea if this will work. Let's just give it a go. Copy. So now, I've copied it. Where's the layers tab? Layers tab right here. And now, upper facility elevator. Go ahead and make that the active layer. So now I'm going to paste it onto my new layer that I've just made. Let's go ahead and move it to the place where we want to go. I'm thinking we're probably going to put it right at the front where the noodle stand is. You know, that way you can get to the upper city pretty much as you walk in. You know what I'm saying? What else is there? Ryan Morton says, Dobby is a free house elf, and so is Dave. Dave, do you remember Dobby? The house elf. Oh, that made him sad. Fourth Pixel says, something I've always wondered is, when there are two mirrors placed in front of each other, they really go on forever, until your image is no bigger than a few atoms tall, maybe smaller, ripping through. Well, technically, it will be eventually get a size that is as big as the smallest part of the mirror. It can only be as big as the smallest part of the mirror. So it wouldn't go through the mirror. It would just reflect on the smallest possible part of the mirror. So there you go. Oh yeah, also, here's another interesting thing. If you are, say, filming something, you know, this is a final render fun fact right here. If you are filming something and you want it to be in perfect, crystal clear focus, film the object on a mirror. And as long as that mirror is in focus, then so is the object you're filming. Because only lenses have depth of field, mirrors don't. Fun fact there for you. You can often use it to kind of trick an audience in a movie. You go, oh, that shouldn't be in focus right there. I believe, what was that movie that what's his name did? North Korean, or South Korean director who did Old Boy did. Yeah, Park Chan-wook. He did an American movie where he did that quite a lot. I don't remember what it was called. Really good movie. Park Chan-wook's a very good director. I need to get more Park Chan-wook films. I've only owned one. I've seen a couple, but I only own one. Thirst was very good. That was a Korean vampire movie, and it was really clever. They kind of modernized it in a really clever way and still kept it scary. Very cool. Alright, so did I paste those in then? Did I paste those in? Did this work? Honestly, don't know. It's hard to tell, frankly. Turn off the markers, maybe. Oh, wait, here's a way to tell. No, it hasn't appeared on my layer. See, the objects in the layer is still 0. Alright, so click on that. Yeah, click on that right there. And now, let's do it this way. Edit. Paste. Did it work? Did it work? Did it paste in? Gotta check the layer tab again. No, it still didn't paste. Oh, god darn it, Janet. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, Katie Mohan says, anyone seen Chrissy Reed lately? Oh yeah, Chrissy Reed's been here. Chrissy Reed has been here. Wasn't feeling very well today, she says. So, hopefully Chrissy Reed feels better pretty soon. Also there, ZenXHD says, do you have any ideas for Fallout 5? Yeah, here's an idea for Fallout 5. Give it to me, but only me, for the first 2 months so I can make loads of videos on it. There's an idea for Fallout 5 right there. Not too bad, right? I think that's a pretty good idea. Hey, Dave! What do you think of that idea? The idea of me getting Fallout 5 before everyone else and then posting videos about it 2 months before everyone else. He says that's a stupid idea. What do you know, Dave? What do you know? I know where you live. Alright, let's try copying these again then. So we got the elevator stuff there. Let's just try copying that first. Some objects you just can't copy and paste. As far as I'm aware. You know, some objects literally says, you're not allowed to do that, fine or in it. Despite what Bethesda say, the Creature Kit is not exactly the same as what they use in-house. There are subtle things I've noticed. For example, you can't go ahead and make your own working functional vault doors in this. Not the way that you want to, anyway. Okay, so that worked that time. So we can copy and paste this across. That being said, though, we probably don't need all the markers, do we? We probably just need the markers which trigger the top and the bottom of the elevator. And the switches. So let's do that then. Let's do that. Let's work on getting the actual elevator first. Get the elevator and the switches in, you know, the physical objects. We don't even need to link them up and stuff like that. If we just duplicate them, they'll work regardless. That's goddamn genius, final render. That's goddamn genius. This should work in theory. This should work. If we just duplicate all of the objects, you know, the furniture, the button, the elevator itself, and duplicate it rather than copy and paste it, then it should connect to the original markers still. Even if we have to go ahead and connect to the markers ourselves, okay, fair enough. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Then we should be able to get it to work. Okay, sweet. I can work with this. Also grab that. And this part of the elevator right there. I think that's it. As I said, I've never done this before with this elevator, so I'm hoping we can get it to work. That should be good. So now, Control D. I hit duplicate. So now, can we move this? Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Have we got all of it? Have we got all of it? Oh, we haven't got the elevator. We haven't got the elevator. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, so it might be easy to just kind of duplicate stuff individually and transfer it to the layer ourselves. I apologize if this is a bit more boring, people. I apologize if this is a bit more boring, but it's an important step. An important step. We need to be able to get up, don't we? Because you need to be able to get up and get down. You know what I'm saying? You jump up and get down. Jump, jump, crisscross, gonna make you jump, jump. And of course we need to go and get the cringe alarm there. Cringe alarm right there for singing on stream. Remove references from Diamond City collision. Yeah, it's only a collision layer. Okay, that's cool. So now we've moved it to the new layer. Or at least, no, we have moved the duplicates to the new layer. Anyway. But I really wish it would stop lagging. It's going a bit crazy right now. I think it's because as we're getting nearer to it being done, it's getting a wee bit tense. What we could do, we could just go ahead and remove a lot of the other stuff, couldn't we? Yeah, we could just like delete huge parts of the city temporarily to make it speed up. But nah, we need to get the look of the place. Turn off the markers. That should speed up a little bit. Here we go. And remember, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Come on. Work. Work. Creation kid. Don't you mess around with me, boy. Don't you mess around with me. Don't you forget about me. Why does a creation kid do this sometimes? You hit the button to do something, it just doesn't do it. It's just like, what, do you want me to do something? What, you want me to do something? What do you want me to do? What, you want to move that object? You want to move the object, you say, boy? I don't know why. And now it's flipped upside down. Please, work. Oh, for God's sake. Stop the recording. Is the recording messing with the creation kit? Is that what's going on? Because all I know is that I can't move the single object I want to do. No, it's not that. It's not that at all. Okay. What if I just type in elevator? What do we get? Have we got kind of any pack-in elevators we can use? Beacon Hill elevator? There's an elevator at Beacon Hill, is there? Oh, there's a layer anyway. Is there a pack-in for an elevator? An elevator pack-in. I have made elevators before. Do you remember during my my Boylston Club mod? I made a working elevator for that. That's still one of my proudest mods I've ever done, actually. The Boylston elevator. Powerlift elevator pack-in. Ooh. Powerlift. It's like the power team. Okay. Let's try this. What does this look like? Powerlift elevator. I have no idea what it looks like. Are you kidding me? Is this the one I want? Is this just the elevator? This is the one that I want? This is the elevator. Hoo, hoo, hoo. It's been an absolute nightmare, though. It's lagging so much. Yes, okay, remove it from the reference. Yes, I haven't done anything with it. Yes, go away. Shut up. Go away. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go into the layers. I'm going to disable, or at least make all these layers invisible, except the ones I am working on. Because, god damn it, it's been far too damn slow. Far too slow. You don't realize how much stuff there is in Diamond City until you actually start to disable the layers, do you? Okay. And also the default layer. There you go. Alright, so now we just got the stuff we've added. Right here. This is all the stuff we've added. There's a lot of stuff. That being said, though, it's still being laggy. I honestly think it's my computer. I don't think it's a mod file or anything. Okay, so let's try grabbing that pack in then. Let's try grabbing this power lift pack in. Just like the power team. Alright, so what are people saying there? Oscar Kiltbo says, I would go to a time when this mod is done, so I could be the first to try it out. Or are you talking about time travel or something like that? Not too sure. Did someone ask a question about going through time? Oh, Ryan Moore asked a question, says, if you could travel time to any point, forward or backwards, where would you go? I've thought about this before, you know. And something I thought is that I'd like to go back in time, but I would like to go to a time that is just sort of relevant to where I could talk about stuff which we have nowadays, and people would understand it. You know, I would like to go back to like maybe 1850 or something like that, so that if I explained the concept of a phone which can fit in your pocket, they would kind of understand it. But if you go back to like medieval times or something, you know, they burn you at the stake or something, you know? So I like the idea of something like that. The idea of going back to like 1850 or something. Which way does this elevator go? I have no idea how this elevator works at all. No idea at all. Well, this is... What is this bit? Is this the top or the... Which way does it go? Does it go... I think it goes this way. I think it's like this. So, yeah, that goes there. And when the door comes up... Let's line the door up. If we can line the door up... Yeah, like this. Just like this. Line the door up. And now lower those. So now, in theory, when the elevator comes up, it will stop. About there? I think. I have no clue what's going on. And it's got... Ooh, it's got switches already. Ooh. Mamma mia, mamma moo. Give me your switcher. Switcher rule. Okay, so this might just make things a whole lot easier discovering this. Grab the door, please. Grab the door, please. For God's sake, are you really going to do this? Okay, whatever. Alright, so let's just lower this down a bit. Lower it down a bit. Is that important? I assume that's important. That bit right there. We'll probably have to line that up a bit. Let's see if we can add one of our extra layers. Something to do with the floor. If we can add like a ground layer. Make that visible. So we can line this elevator up now. Hopefully. Yeah, we can just see the floor. So if we go right on down. Just like... That should, in theory, be level with the ground. Should, in theory, be level with the ground. And now that other thing I saw, that other thing. This. Oh, not that. Not that. I don't want to interfere with that. Whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. This. I assume this is something which tells the elevator how far it's got to go down. Maybe. If this all goes wrong and this all goes kapooey, obviously, then I'll have to go ahead and try it again myself. What else is there? What else are people saying in the chat? Ryan Morton says, I would go back in... Ryan Morton says, I would go back in time with the knowledge we have nowadays to either stop a terrible event or go back in my own time and stop myself making a bad decision. See, I thought about that as well. I'd like to go back to like school or college with the knowledge I have now. You know, get everything right. Like, I did well in college and university. I did. But I still like to go back and do better. You know what I mean? Okay. that elevator is in there now. I also need to go ahead and grab this old switcheroo. If this is all I got to do is just drag this packet in, and then the elevator works, I am very, very happy. Render will be a very happy render bunny. And I shall go ahead and plant my rabbit eggs in the nearest field in celebration. There we go. You see, that's the interesting thing about Easter, you know. Thing about Easter. You know, even kids are going, rabbits don't lay eggs, what is this? I don't get it. That was me trying to do the Robin Williams thing. Okay. Elevator is in there now. Elevator is in there now. Let's give it a go. No idea if this will work. Typically, whenever I try to do anything like this, anything different, that isn't just about placing objects down, it goes wrong somehow. So let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. What else is there? Yeah, in terms of Ryan Norton saying they would go back in time to prevent a disaster, I don't know. Because you never know what will happen. You never know what will happen. You never know what will happen after. You'll probably get something much worse. Like, a lot of people, the obvious example is go back and say prevent World War II. But here's the thing, you know. World War II happened at a very specific time, and all the countries involved in World War II, well, mostly Germany, the States, and Russia, were looking into nuclear weaponry. So for argument's sake, what if the Second World War actually happened in the 60s, at the time when Germany, the United States, and Russia all had nuclear weaponry? That suddenly sounds worse, doesn't it? And it was inevitably going to happen. Things like the Second World War, also the First World War as well, they were inevitably going to happen. But if they happened later, then the weapons might have been even worse, you know. It's a shame they didn't happen sooner, but they happened when they happened. It's interesting theories overall. Interesting theories overall. Okay. Yeah, see right there, Krager's Carrot says, what if stopping a major event caused an even worse one to happen? Yeah, exactly. But then also you get into other ideas of things like fate and stuff like that, you know, like, does the timeline mess up and stuff? See, that's an interesting thing with, like, Back to the Future. There was kind of a strange paradox in Back to the Future. But they did a really good job of explaining it, you know. In the second one, oh, they had the horse armor in the loading screen. I don't remember that. But yeah, you know, in the second Back to the Future, they had the paradox of where they had the alternative 1980s, alternative 1985. Stuff like that could happen, you know, if you go messing with time. Okay. Monsieur Flamingo says, why are we talking about atomic warfare? Well, one, we are playing Fallout 4, so that's one reason. But also because we're talking about time travel. Like, technically speaking, hate to break it to you guys, but time travel isn't possible. Hate to break it to you, but it's not. You know, physics forbids it, basically. Time, the closer you get to the speed of light, which is the speed of known time, the slower time is to you. Does that make sense? Time is relative. So, you can't actually travel through time. If you were to travel through time, time would change relative to you. So no, time travel is not possible. Sorry. It's a lovely idea, but yeah, it's not great. Later to the Fallout says, Back to the Future 2 is my favourite of the three. I think the second one's my favourite of the three, actually. Because the second one, it's kind of explained the rules, you know, you've met the characters. So the second one, you can just kind of have some fun with it, you know? Whereas the first one, you kind of got to explain how the time travel works and stuff, who the characters are and things. But the second one, you're just able to have some fun with the idea. I love the second Back to the Future movie. Brilliant movie. I wouldn't say second Back to the Future movie is probably the best movie about time travel there is. I think so. Anyway. There you go, scratch my shoulder right there. You're really itchy. Taking a real long time to load this, isn't it? Real long time. Why is it taking so long to load? I don't know. But we've got half an hour left on this stream. Hopefully we can go ahead and get a couple more people watching for the final thing right here. And remember people, these streams are brought to you guys ad-free. We have them ad-free because we have the donations open. We've only been able to do all this work because we've been taking donations. So please, let's see if we can get some more. That'll be fantastic. Alright, here we are. Let's go take a look. Alright. So we got an elevator here. Button does something. Does it make anything move? Ah! Whoops. Okay, so the elevator is here, but it doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, it's looking like we would have to add some kind of functionality to the buttons. I shouldn't be too surprised. I was kind of hoping the scripts would be packed in there already. Darn it. Okay. Suppose really we should also probably... Oh yeah, we need to delete those, god darn it. Something I also want to do. I want to go ahead and check this elevator. See what it actually does again. Remind me what this elevator does. Elevator call button, yeah? So yeah, that comes down. It's got cables and everything. I should just be able to duplicate this though. That's the annoying thing. I should just be able to duplicate it and start using it. But since the credit kit is being so slow and a nuisance, it's causing trouble. So yeah, that comes out. Hit the button then. The door retracts. Dog meat gets left behind. Sorry, buddy. It's even got cable in this one. The other one didn't have cable in. I've got another idea. If I'm really struggling to get the things I need to work. Again, it's to do with duplicating it. But I thought of a different way to duplicate it.
Yeah, it's true. I got shot in the ass last year. Long story.
I'm not interested in your damn story, buddy. Okay, there we go. So that's that. Let's try going ahead. Deleting the stuff we just did. And then get everything done. Ryan Morton says, Render, couldn't this conflict with other overhaul mods? I'm going to be honest now, guys. Don't download 2 overhaul mods at once. Everyone says, oh, I love your mod, Render, but it interferes with this other person's mod. Can you change your mod to make it work with this other mod? No. Pick which overhaul you want. It's called an overhaul. You know what I mean? Don't go ahead and tell people to change their mod for you, by the way. Change it for you. Nah. That's not the same as a compatibility patch or anything. But tell them to change it. Don't do that. Very annoying. Okay, there we go. And not only that, but seeing as this one is just pretty much only on the top, it shouldn't, in theory, unless someone else also goes this high. You know what I mean? Okay. Oscar Kilbert says, not good, Render. Don't like to be walked up. Don't like to be waked up. Oscar Kilbert, not good, Render. Don't like to be waked up. I don't know what you're talking about there, buddy. Not sure what you're talking about there, buddy. Okay. I don't want to save it. What am I talking about? We want to load it. Load it, load it, load it. The idea now is that take the original elevator, the one which does work, and then just move the objects to a new layer, and then we should be able to duplicate them much, much easier. Rather than struggling with the lag and stuff. Let's make it easier for ourselves, you know what I mean? Make it easier for ourselves. Okay. While this is loading, I should probably go ahead and check the Twitter. I will just go ahead and double check that there's nothing there that we can't show. So I want to go back and check this. As you guys know, if you've been watching the entire stream, I've only got one monitor right now. So I've got my tablet open here to desperately try to keep tabs on the chat and everything like that. And it's really annoying. I can't be as up to date with the chat as I want to. Okay, all of these are okay. All right, so let's go, let's go, let's go. Go ahead and boop, check our notifications here. Let's go. So we got Michael Dawson has just gone ahead and followed. Thanks very much, buddy. And here we got Cybear Red Panda, who says, come watch at Final Render, share his talent in building in part 24 of his Diamond City mod. There is humor and inspiration all in one. Thank you very much, buddy. That is fantastic, buddy. I like all these people going ahead and giving me all these fantastic comments. Makes me feel special. Special needed. Dave, are we all special? Nah, just him, he says. Michael Dawson says, watching the best Fallout 4 builder, Final Render, in my opinion. No offense at Oxhorn. I'm sure he doesn't mind, buddy. Thank you very much for going ahead and retweeting that there. And Katie Mohan has also gone ahead and retweeted the share spike. That is fantastic. Thanks very much, Katie Mohan. And liked the tweet as well. And here we got Creeper Limo here saying, enjoying the stream on my television set. Thank you very much for watching, buddy. That is fantastic. Why do I always look so sad whenever people take a screenshot of them watching me on TV? I always look sad. I always look like I've been trying to hold a fart in for ages. And then the Queen walks in, so I've got to hold it in even more, you know? Very sad. Okay. This is still loading. Okay, so this is still loading. Let's go ahead and see what else is there in the chat. Later the Fallout says, what happened to the other monitor? My niece is visiting right now, and the other monitor has a DVD player in here, so she's using it for DVDs. That's why we don't have the monitor right now. Scotsman Game says, Far Cry 5 is really cool. Good to know, good to know. I still haven't played the 4th one. I need to, because I really love the 3rd one. In fact, on my very first playthrough of Far Cry 3. I put in more hours into that than I did on my first playthrough of Skyrim. I loved Far Cry 3. It's fantastic. But I haven't played any of them since then. Yeah, I played the other Far Cry games before that. You know, I'm still one of the people who say Far Cry 2 wasn't that bad. Far Cry 2 wasn't that bad. Sure, it was pretty annoying, but for the time, it was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty good. What else is there? Kevin4332 says, you deserve so many more subs. Thanks, buddy. That's awesome. Unfortunately, though, we're in a really awkward situation where every time we upload, we lose subs. It is what it is, you know. No matter what we upload, people will say, upload this. I upload it, and people leave. Then people say, upload this. I upload it, and then people leave as well. It's like, can't satisfy everyone, I guess. It is what it is. What else is there? Craig is Carrot says, late to the Fallout, Dave broke it. And then says, darn it, Dave says, late to the Fallout. No, Dave didn't break the monitor. The monitor is fine. Okay. Yeah, it's really starting to struggle right now. It shouldn't be struggling. I reset the computer every time before live streaming. Okay, let's do this then. Let's go and grab my renders layer. Oh, what have we got right there? Notification right there. Jackson Fridge has donated $2 via Super Chat. He says, my dog is watching this video with me. And he is happy. Jackson! 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 Everyone go ahead and chant Jackson Fridge in the chat for going ahead and donating $2 via the Super Chat. That's fantastic, buddy. Thanks very much for doing that. That is very, very kind of you. Thanks very much, and I hope your dog is enjoying the stream. What's your dog called? What's your dog called? Better be something awesome like Render. That's an awesome name for a dog. Yes, that's fine. Because these are duplicates. I mean, I'm just deleting these things we already duplicated. But it's okay to delete these because they're duplicates. So it's okay. So, here's what I want to do now. I want to go to my layers. Because as I said, this is the last thing I want to add to the build before I start editing the main building video. And then we move on to decoration. We might add more later in the future. But for the core big bunch of it, that's what I really need. Alright, so let's go ahead. What am I doing? I don't even need to do that, do I? No, I need to go ahead and move these. Move everything related to the elevator to a new layer. The elevator layer. Alright, so let's grab these boxes, grab the objects and stuff like that also. In fact, good way to do it. If I also turn off the layer I am working on. If I don't want to delete that layer entirely, don't I? Delete that layer. New layer. Let's call it lift. Call it lift. Because that's a British way of saying elevator. Alright, so now we're going to make lift the active layer and turn it off. Right, so now if I go ahead and move everything on this elevator to the new layer, then I should be able to select all the individual elements far easier than what I'm doing right now. So we got that there. And what about the rope? How does the rope work then? Is the rope attached to the elevator? Or is it attached to... I don't really know. I think it's attached to the elevator rather than the stands. Interesting. See, a lot of this stuff is kind of unique objects which only work in this one instance. So it's very interesting to go ahead and see. I don't want to turn the markers off. Turn those markers back on, boy. Alright. Now if we go to layers and add selection to active layer. Boom. Now, I haven't deleted them. I just moved them to the new layer, which is currently invisible. So that's why you can't see them. But if I can do that for all of the stuff here to do with the elevator, including all the markers and the bound boxes, I should just be able to drag it all across. Or at least drag a duplicate across to the new area. In theory, it shouldn't really matter too much if I just duplicate it. Yeah, if I just duplicate it, then it should be fine. If I would say delete these right now, it would cause huge problems. But I'm not going to be deleting them, I'm just going to be duplicating them. So now, layers, add selection to active layer. Yes. 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 Okay, should be fine. Should it? Is it? I don't know. I don't know. Should be. Yeah, because we're not deleting them. We're not deleting them, so it's fine. Is it? I don't know. I'm getting paranoid now. I can always move them back. I can always move them back, so it's okay. Right. We also need that and this, presumably. Yeah, worst case scenario, I can put them back, so it's okay. Nice selection to active layer. Sweet. And it doesn't look like there's anything else to do with the elevator up there. So now let's just go down here. So what is this band box right here then? Player elevator trigger. Yeah, exactly. So we need that. We need that big old red one. We also need this. Along with that. And that should be it. We also need the switch up here. And our layers. Select active layer. Okay. I think that's everything I need. Oh wait, we've also got a marker right there. I presume that marker is important along with that teleport marker. What's the teleport marker? I'm going to see this. Test Mayor Elevator, X marker heading. Yep, that'll be important. Same for this one. Move selection to active layer. Yes. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save this. Am I? Trying to work this out here. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to basically make a copy of this entire mod. I'm going to make a copy of the mod. And I'm going to save this one. So if it goes wrong, I can just go back to the copy. You know, the clone, so to speak. So I can keep it safe. Alright, so these are all the mods. These are all the mods for Diamond, for everything. Not just for Diamond City mod. But, DC. It's just called, like, Diamond City, I believe. What's it called again? Yeah, it's called Diamond City. So it's further up here. Diamond City, okay, so copy, edit, paste. There we go. So now I've got a copy of the original mod without me messing with the elevator. So now if I save this, if it breaks the elevator, I've got that other copy now. So I can delete the original and then start using the copy I just made, which hasn't been saved. Does that make sense? I'm trying to keep it safe, so if I just broke the other elevator, I can go back to a working one. You gotta be careful when modding sometimes. You gotta be careful. I know that all too well. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Crack my neck there. Okay, so where's my layers tab gone now? This would be much easier if I had 2 monitors, but it is what it is. I think it's gone. Alright, we've only got 20 minutes left of this stream. I hope I can get this elevator working in time. If we get this elevator working in time, that'll be fantastic. Alright, let's try view. Layers. Boom, there we go. Go ahead and turn these off. Activate that. So turn off all these layers right here. Turn them all off. Off. Keep the lift layer and turn on the final render layer. There we go. So now, as you can see, we have our final render layer here. Fantastic. And we have all of this stuff. This is all the elevator stuff, all in one layer. So now in theory, I can just select all of these, duplicate them, and now move them across. You see, this is what I was trying to do earlier, but since it was lagging out and going a bit crazy, I got very confused. But now I've actually gone ahead and moved it to a new layer. It's much easier. So that purple part is the top, isn't it? That purple part is the top. The only thing I can think is that when I hit the buttons of these elevators, it might also activate the elevator across the way. You know, it might activate them both, which might look a bit weird if you notice. But even if you do, who cares? You know, who cares? It's really not the end of the world if that happens. Okay, so I've got to try to line this up quite neatly here, haven't I? Which would be a bit easier if the markers I'm selecting weren't right down there. Turn that off there. Oh man, I'm really hoping this HTC Vive comes soon. I've downloaded a bunch of HTC Vive games. Some of them are fun. I've even got like a horror one. I can't wait to try the horror one. That'll be great fun. On some spaceflight games. I've got some archery games, some combat games. It'll be so cool. Okay, so this elevator lines up with that quite nicely, actually. Quite nicely. And it might actually almost reach the floor as well. So what I'm going to do now is turn on some of the floor layers. I was going to save it. I'm going to turn some of the floor layers back on so we can get the bottom elevator, in theory, lined up. And then we go take a look again. Right. Oop. Turn on that layer, please. That layer's on. Can I see the ground with this one? Can I see the ground? Yes, I can see the ground. Okay, so. And it is about lined up with the ground. Is it? Or is that what I need? I don't know. I don't know. I think the only thing to do is to give it a go. I think that's all there is. I mean, it's technically lined up here. What we could do, we could probably move this button here. We'll definitely have to move that button. And we might have to delete some of the tarps from the original Diamond City, actually. You know, from the noodle stand. Let's try this then. Let's try this. Find the noodle stand elevator thing as well. Because obviously those tarps will intersect with the elevator, so... Turn some of these on until we find the one we need. Are there tarps on that one? Nope. Oh, it'll be like cloth, won't it? Yeah, right there. Are these all together now? No, they are not. Okay. Go ahead and delete those. Those cloth. There we go. That should be okay now. We can put some back later if we really want some. Now, I want to test this. It's in place. Let's test it. No idea if it'll work. No idea at all. Knowing my luck, we'll hit the button. It'll work on the original elevator, but it won't work where we are now. So let's see. Laura Elstrud says, I'm back. What have I missed? We're just about to try to test this elevator right here. Let's go ahead and give it a go. Go ahead and give it a go. Just check your stream. Yep, everything's okay there. So, let's give it a go. Remember, I saved an original copy, so if I broke the original elevator, I can just revert back to it. I shouldn't have, in theory. Should be fine, but let's see. Do that right there. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, so yeah, we've got 10 minutes left of the stream, people. 10 minutes left of the stream. Is anyone going to go ahead and send in any last donation so they have a top name on the donation board when we start our next stream? That's what I want to know. Is anyone going to go ahead and be the top donator for the next stream, ready to go? So we can go ahead and sing your name at the start of the next stream. I probably will stream on Wednesday, but I'll be editing this. So I probably won't stream the build. I will probably stream something fun. You know, we might play some Fortnite or just play any old game or whatever. If the Vive arrives, we'll stream that, but I doubt it. I doubt it'll arrive then. Okay, let's go test it. Hopefully, the original elevator works, and the new elevator works. Hello, little dog meat. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Hey? You look so cute. Look so cute. I love German Shepherds. Had one when I was a kid. It's fantastic. Okay, Enemy Splash 267 says, I've just gone on this video. What are you making? Well, you're pretty late to a party, but we are making a second city on top of Diamond City. We are making a 2-story city, a rich person city at the top, and the city below is the original city. So, it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool. But we're just about to finish the final bit of building. The actual buildings, but obviously there's no interiors yet, there's no NPCs, and we're going to add a lot more decorations to the streets and lights and stuff. In terms of the core buildings, this in theory should be the last episode of it. We will have to add more buildings, I'm certain of it, because we'll get everything done, and then we'll have to end it, you know what I mean? Okay, so. Come on, dog meat, you're cute and all, but I'm fed up of looking at you right now. You know, the furries are going crazy here. Can we just get to the game now, please? Is what it is, is what it is. Here we go, here we go. Oh, we got a notification there. I need to check that. What is the notification? Quickly check it because I've only got one monitor. What is it? Kimberly A has donated $10 through Super Chat with no message. Everyone go ahead and chant. Kimberly, Kimberly, Kimberly. Everyone go ahead and chant Kimberly A for going ahead and donating $10 via the Super Chat. That is fantastic, Katie. Thank you very much. Craig's Carrot says, does the elevator need power? No, it shouldn't. Okay, there's our city over there. It looks much smaller up here, but it is pretty big. It is still pretty big. Okay, so, does this work? Oh, I think this elevator works. Dog meat, no, don't go, you goddamn. That's your fault. That's your own fault, dog meat. I ain't giving you a stim pack. Get up, you fool. Okay. So going down to the elevator works. That works. See, you're fine now. You only need a stim pack when the enemies are around. And does going up in the elevator work? Oh, no, wait. We need to do it this way, don't we? And the elevator can go back up. Okay, sweet. So now let's try our own one. If it even is there. If it's even there, that is. Our elevator is there. That's a good sign. Wait, is our own elevator still there? Oh, no, this is up. This one, that's already here. That's the one we placed earlier. We forgot to delete it. Okay, but our new elevator is up there. Let's go ahead and shoot on up. Oh, wait a sec. We don't have to do that, do we? We got an elevator call button. All right, so is this going to work? Is this going to work, people? Okay, let's try pressing the button up at top. I knew this would happen, but okay. Alright, so let's try the buttons up here. That didn't do anything. And neither did that. Okay, so. What a way to end the build stream then, huh? See, I specifically want this elevator, though. I will find a way to get this elevator to work. I don't want to just use a normal elevator like I'm used to. I want to get this elevator to work. So, I guess that's it then. There is a... It's probably something quite simple. Thank you. It's probably just about, toggling a script or something on the markers. That's probably all it is. Craig's Carrot says, you sure it doesn't need power plugged in? Absolutely, because the creation kit does not actually have a way to add functional power to things. It's true. It's true. You can't actually do it. Okay. Let's quickly jump back in. Just to quickly compare, is there like a script which needs to be enabled? Because, yeah, it's a big complaint with the creation kit, being that you can't build stuff and then hook up a power generator, like, say, from the settlement mode and connect it up. You can't do it. Like, people have tried for ages and it just doesn't work. Diamond City right there. Boom. Because, like, people have tried loads of different ways. Because there's things like, you know, home plate. Well, home plate has its own power generator, which works. And wires connecting to it and stuff. So people have been looking at home plate and trying to get it to work. But it just doesn't. That's one of the things that isn't in the creation kit. But people suspect is in Bethesda's creation kit. The ability to wire up power independently. If you look at anything I've done in the creation kit, none of them have functional power generators in them. Because you can't add them. It's really infuriating. So is what it is. Creeper Lima 122 says, Render, what streaming software do you use? We use Streamlabs, OBS Streamlabs. It's different to regular OBS. But I like it. Oh, fun fact actually. I am now part of the Streamlabs OBS All-Stars. Which is pretty cool. You know, we actually hit a good number of viewers and a good number of subscribers and stuff like that. So now I am listed as a Streamlabs All-Star, which is pretty cool. You know, they send me a special invite to their Discord, and they should send me a hoodie at some point soon, which says Final Render All-Star on it, which is pretty cool. And Crybear Red Panda says, maybe copy the elevator to the bottom of the tower and then move the top half of the elevator up to where you want it to end. Well, none of the buttons worked. Which makes me think there is a script which needs to be toggled. That's the only thing. What else is there? Monsieur Flamingo says, but you have to ride while doing it, biker. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Oscar Kilpo says, that's impressive. What's impressive? What, the fact that it's not working? That's not too impressive. Okay. Okay. So, we're just about to wrap up the stream now. In like 5 or 10 minutes. Can we get like a special good luck donation come in? Can we get a special good luck donation come in? If we can get a special good luck donation, maybe we can get this elevator working. That's what I really want to see. Holy hell, what happened there? Jackson Fridge has donated 99 cents via Super Chat. Jackson! Everyone go in and chant Jackson Fridge in the chat for donating $1 via the Super Chat. That's fantastic, buddy. Thank you. Ask and you shall receive, I guess. Thank you very much, buddy. That was another one of those Twitch timing things. Go back and watch the Crash Bandicoot stream I did. There's loads of amazing, like, a Twitch timing stream things with that. Okay. We're just going to take a look at it. If it looks identical, then I'll have to do some research on how to get this elevator to work. But if it looks like there is something missing, then we'll add it and give it a go. We'll add it and give it a go. Do-do-do. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. And, Fallout Biker says, Render, he is talking to me. Is this the same Fallout Biker who we had to ban on Discord for posting spam? I'm posing as someone else. Is this the same person? And we've also got Late to the Faller here. It says, that was some great timing. I know, we've got loads of cool people who go ahead and donate at perfect times. You know what I'm saying? Well, really, every person who donates is at a perfect time. But, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of amusing. It's kind of amusing. Okay. So that's loaded up now. I don't know why it is when I'm streaming, but I'm always playing with like a blob of blue tack. I don't know why. So now let's go take a look at our elevator. Let's go take a quick look. Take a quick look. Turn off those markers and stuff like that. So now. So this is the extra elevator we added. We don't need this. Oh no, that's an NPC. Don't delete him. Don't delete the NPC. Click on that. And that. Not that. And that. And also that. Yep, that one as well. And there's also a button at the top. Not that one. Don't mess with me. Do not mess with me, game. And also this one. There we go. Delete those. Those are the original ones that we added. Do you remember we found that pack in? Get rid of that. So now. Turn on our markers. Let's take a look at what's actually going on here. We've got the elevator connected to an X marker. And then that X marker has no scripts attached to it. But that connects to a dummy marker, Diamond City elevator script. And then that then connects to an additional 2 X markers, which are lower enabler markers. I presume the one next to it is an upper enabler marker. Would that be correct? Yeah, that's an upper enabler marker. And that upper enabler marker is connected to the upper switch, presumably. Which is this one right here. I'm going to raise this up. And now let's take a look at this. Default trigger enter. Just a default trigger, isn't it? Okay. So now we've got a little bit of an idea what they're doing. So what about this one here? Are there any additional scripts, say, on this switch? Default first aid activator. Oh, what have we got there? We've got another notification. Madison Crawford has just subscribed. Thank you very much, Madison. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you very much. Very, very kind of you indeed. Welcome to the party. Ha ha ha. Okay. There we go. So now we got that. Oh, not copy that. Yeah. Default first state activator. Default first state activator. Let's see. Can we add the same script to this switch right here? It's still connected to the correct markers. Default first state activator. It is still there. So properties. Constaging 2. And in when player is activated. Yes. And what about on the elevator itself? Any scripts on the elevator? Nope. Shouldn't expect there to be 2. What about that X marker right there? Again, you know, I'm just giving you guys kind of a look behind the curtain. There isn't even anything on that X marker. That's interesting. Okay. Well, this is obviously going to take a lot more looking into. It's going to take a lot more looking into. But I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Okay, okay. Alright, so I guess that's really time to end the building section of this entire project. I'm going to basically go away and try to edit some of this now. And hopefully we end up with something that looks truly special. Going and close this now. So yeah. Let's go ahead and read some final messages in the chat then. Okay, so Fallout Biker says, don't bring that back up. And if you bring it up again, I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm going to say subscribe because I love Fortnite and the other games. Honestly, dude, you can subscribe or unsubscribe as much as you want. But you probably shouldn't have done that in the Discord, you know. Let's face it, you probably shouldn't have done that. Laura Elcher says, would the upper and lower markers be opposite? I mean, add the lower marker and the upper switch because of the elevator. Well, I don't know. Because in theory, it's exactly the same as what it was in the original creation kit. So I don't know. But again, you know, there's probably just like one marker which I need to copy over, which I'm missing. But I'll look into it at some point. Probably before we start the decoration section. Because tomorrow I've got to start editing all the footage we've got. And probably film some more like actual shots and stuff like that. So, yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, what else is there? Later the Fallout says, I want to know what's the difference between the different coloured circles in the CK. Other different things, you know, like some of them are bounding boxes, some of them are dummy markers. Everything's got a unique thing that does something different, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to end this then. And tomorrow I'm going to start editing the video. So guys, thank you very much for watching the live stream. It has been absolutely fantastic. I'll go ahead and very quickly go ahead and refresh the Twitter, see if there's any messages which we have missed. And after that, it'll be time to go. It'll be time to go after that. Okay, so refresh this Twitter. Again, it will be nice when we have one monitor. It'll be nice when we have another monitor again. Okay, and I don't think I actually refreshed that properly. Go ahead and check that again. Okay. Enemy Splash says, is this like the better version of the upper stands then? Yeah, pretty much. We basically bought up this kind of rich person's area of the entire city. You know what I mean? Bought up the rich person's area where people are going to live. And no, there's no new messages on Twitter, so that's okay. Alright then, so I'm going to end the stream there, people. So yeah, we will probably stream on Wednesday. However, I will not actually be streaming the build because obviously I will be editing the build video. And I want to get that done and ready so that I can upload it when I'm working away next weekend. Does that make sense? Because I've got one video already uploaded. Well, it's not already uploaded, it's already edited, which I can upload. And then I also want to have this one uploaded, maybe on the Friday. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. That is absolutely awesome. Thanks very much for watching. It has been a really good stream. And obviously, 24 streams it's taken to get to this stage right here, to get to part 1 of it kind of done. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been the final render, and you've been the audience. Thank you very much to everyone who donated, of course. In fact, some we haven't done because I haven't been able to keep an eye on the monitor. Let's go ahead and get the Patreon people scrolling across. The Patreon are very different to the people who do the regular donations in the sense that the PayPal donations go directly towards financing the stream itself, i.e. paying for the internet connection. So without the people of these names scrolling at the bottom, we can't do live streaming. At least not in decent quality. If you go back and watch the Virgil streams we did when we built up Virgil's laboratory, you can see what the quality looks like without the support from these fine Patreon people. So, thank you very much for doing that. Some of them have links to their YouTube channels or websites and stuff in the description. Go ahead and check out their links. That's their prize for going ahead and supporting the Patreon. So thank you very much, guys. All of you guys going across there, you know, like 4th Pixel, IamFallout, RageYT, and Jacob Goron. All those people right there are helping support the internet connection to keep the streams going. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been the final render, and you've been the audience. I'm going to jump in bed now and get ready for a long day of editing tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and probably all day Friday as well. Actually, no, Friday is when I'm going. I've got 2 days to edit this. Oh, dear. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed the live stream, everyone. Sleep tight, everyone. Remember to eat your milk and drink your vegetables. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Say goodbye, Dave. Dave, say goodbye. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.